what, when, why, how, and who has done it all. Do you want to know? I want to start a series called Take 52, which includes a weekly dose of people who you look up to and how, when, where, what, why they did what they did. If you want to take a leaf out of their book, please do. If not, it would be a healthy dose of a good conversation. This is Dr. Raj Shankar signing in for my intro video about my Take 52 series. Referring to Simon Sinek's why, there is why, there is how, there is what. And they are all concentric circles, one embedded in the other. The why forms the core of your knowledge. The what and how surround it. By knowing your why, you get more clearer, more tactical, more precise, more focused, more goal-oriented, more result-oriented, more fine-tuned, and being more objective, though you're subjectively going through the process. What I would define as my why has been changing over the years. My why has taken from being good, doing good, to actually creating impact through healthcare. So as I fine-tune my why, I want to interview people who have already done it so I can learn faster and be able to get there more easily through a directed pathway. Where, when, how, what, all these miscellaneous questions that surround your why are just the means you can adopt to get to where you exactly want to be. I'm hoping this series of podcasts will help you all achieve your best for this year and going further. I hope to keep this alive every year. I hope to engage in conversations that benefit to all. I hope to engage in conversations that are going to create impact. I hope to engage in conversations that will help in personal growth of all my viewers. I hope one day to learn as much as each one of you, so I can also say we did it together. We did it as a tribe, we did it collectively, which is far more powerful than trying to do everything on my own. I am open to continuous feedback, continuous suggestions, continuous guest lists that you want to see on my podcast. Because I would like to impact every sphere of your life, not just healthcare. It could be women's health, it could be personal growth, it could be finance, it could be your kids, it could be psychology, it could be anything. The topics are immense, but the conversations need to keep going, because good conversations lead to better thinking and better decision making and hopefully better implementation and fine-tuning to get to our desired results. So let's engage in some productive conversations as we go along. I would start with a really beautiful story about an old couple I was involved in the care of when I had my own home healthcare agency. There was this beautiful, handsome gentleman of 80 who had a second marriage, and he was the primary caregiver of his wife who had a stroke 8 years ago. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with brain cancer, and he was in the terminal stages, and he was in hospice. But during the entire course, they would sleep together, have conversations, do everything together. and he would plan out her finances and everything. Unfortunately, he passed away, and soon his wife had to go into assisted living because she needed more help than people could provide. I was also involved in her care during the assisted living, and she would not be amenable to anyone except me, so I had to show up more times than I wanted to. I took her out on to restaurants. She immensely enjoyed eating out and conversations. She was extremely smart. She was a teacher, and she would come up with this one-liners, very cynical, very, very, very cutthroat. And I would be like, wow, such a sharp mind. But she was behaving like a child. So all her inner subconscious would come out, and it would far more interesting than what a human being would show himself up as if he is conscious about the surroundings. So I had actually a very good time taking care of her, and I was learning a lot in the process. Then within 6 months of her husband passing away, she passed away due to heart attack. It was sad, but it's actually generally true. In a loving couple, one spouse passes away, other passes away soon within the year. It shows how attached they are and how much they were dependent on each other. But it also shows us that we are not bound to life with people, but we are bound together with relationships that are meaningful. And those meaningful relationships get us past through the toughest times. And when you don't realize that those toughest times are actually there or gone, and the people who helped you are not there or are there, it makes a difference. The realization that they are not there anymore, you have lost purpose, you don't have the support system, that puts an end to a lot of activities and life. And hopefully, I hope they evolve into different souls and fulfill whatever is unfulfilled, because somehow I believe the spirit, the energy transforms into something that will fulfill our goals. I don't know if I believe in rebirth. I don't know about anything else, occult sciences, but I do believe that energy can be transformed from one form to the other. I don't know whether it's a lifelong, lifeless form, or some form of galactical body, not sure. But I'm sure we all have a purpose, and we are all here to fulfill them, and we are going to take every step possible towards achieving this goal. The rate might differ, the support might differ, the community support and the energy and the fuel we give to our process might differ. It depends on our strengths and all our learnings we have to learn. I will never say weaknesses, because those are learnings that have to be learned, that we can achieve every day by just committing to the process. You don't need to achieve the whole thing in a day. You need to take small steps, small chunks, even you can eat an elephant by taking small bites every day. So it is always good to chunk up the project into achievable goals and work at it constantly, persistently, in a focused, diligent manner. I'm sure any huge task is achievable. Nothing remains impossible if you remain committed to the process, you remain committed to your values, you remain committed to the goals you have set and the vision you have envisioned at the start of the project. I hope all my viewers understand this is an attempt for us all to grow together. I'm not an expert. I like bringing people into the room who can teach us and who can help us grow together and who can cross-pollinate among different expertise so that we can grow overall instead of one-dimensional. I also believe in the growth of our next generation, because as we sow the seeds of growth in them, we will certainly help to become a better community, better family, better society, better countries, and a better earth, and an amazing place to live in and evolve and grow and achieve a lot more than our potential, because we all can do it. Thank you.